Good morning. My name is Jon Grayem. I'm the president and founder of Inbound Payments. Inbound Payments at its core is a credit card processing company, but we're also a SaaS company, meaning that we sell software as a service. So unlike traditional payment processors who generally just move money for most businesses, we actually have some additional added value services. And one of them that we're going to be talking about today is what we call the Smart Terminal. And we're really excited about this product. It's actually just now shipping in the United States, and we started shipping it last week. We were the first company in the U.S. to ship it out. So really excited to educate the market and start upgrading our client base. But before we upgrade, folks, we want to talk about what the benefits of using a smart terminal are versus using what we call a legacy credit card terminal. So before we dive in, a lot of you might be a little confused as to what this device is. Is it a point of sale system or is it a credit card terminal? Well, the short answer is it's kind of a hybrid of both. So the folks that would actually want to use a smart terminal range from anybody from quick service restaurant to just your average retailer. So think of when you're going to the gas station and you see those plastic credit card terminals sitting on the counter. Well, we're going to drill into how this is a big upgrade from legacy credit card terminals on the next slide. So as you can see here, as far as payment methods, they're both capable of accepting all of today's payments. So NFC, what is NFC? It stands for near field communication, which is everything such as Apple Pay, Google Wallet, Samsung Wallet, and then we also have EMV on both of them, which is just your traditional chip cards. As far as security, it has end-to-end encryption. So we have the highest levels of security on the market. But where we really start to differentiate is when we get into software. So with this product, we actually have an onboarding process to where our agents will actually train your staff on the new software. It's very easy to use, very intuitive, so everybody will feel comfortable with the new product. But as far as software, what is software exactly? The analogy I really like to use to differentiate a smart terminal from a legacy credit card terminal is your smartphone versus the old Nokias that everybody used to have. So your old phones, if you think about it, what were you able to do with those? You're able to make phone calls and you're able to make text messages. Well, when the smartphone came about, everybody wanted a smartphone because it had all of your favorite applications. And at the end of the day, what it did was it made your life easier. It connected you through social media, it connected you to your friends. So if you're going to use a smartphone, why wouldn't you use a smart terminal? So it has an open API where developers can go in and create apps on the open marketplace, amongst other things such as Wi-Fi. So one of the biggest differentiators is, as you can see, this device is mobile. So if you have a quick service restaurant and you have a patio where you want to check people out on the patio, you can do that. Or if it's a retailer who wants to check people out in the aisle, your customers don't want to wait in line, so why make them wait in line? And in addition to checking them out mobile, on the mobile device, you can actually capture emails as well as their phone numbers. So it's actually a tool used to market back to your customers, which we'll drill into a little bit more as we progress here on the next slide. So the smart ecosystem, one of the things that's absolutely unique to the smart terminal is, as you can see, and I know it's hard to see, especially for you folks in the back there, this device on the front is actually both chip card ready as well as magstripe ready. So it has one device, and the best way to think about this would be when you go to fill up your car at the gas station, you can insert your actual card, which can work as, a chip card reader or a magstripe reader. So this has the same capabilities here, all under one convenient little slot. But in addition to that, we already kind of drilled into the NFC. So Apple Pay, Google Wallet, Samsung Wallet, all of these different wallets are becoming more commonplace in today's commerce. And the more payment acceptance forms that you give your customers, the more you're going to drive your revenue. So we want to make sure that we can accept every form of payment that's available in the marketplace today. So as you can see, it has world-class design. It's a very durable piece of equipment. It's actually survived a 3-foot drop radius, or a 3-foot drop test, I should say. But really where it's very different from traditional credit card terminals is, as you can see illustrated by the phone there, that it has what we call cloud-based reporting. So you can actually access any of your data using this device from not only just a smartphone, but from your traditional laptop or desktop computer. And you can literally see your transactions as they're happening. So if you have multiple locations and you want to pop in and see what's going on, you can either pull out your phone or you can hop on a desktop computer, and you can even issue refunds in real time, look at receipts in real time, all these things that just weren't available before using a traditional credit card terminal. In addition to that, we have run some tests so far with the early folks that we've piloted this program with. And what we found on average is all of our customers who actually pay at the counter, so think QSR, quick service restaurants, or retailers who accept tips, the ones that use this product on average increase their tip percentages by 18%, or their tip revenues, I should say. So really amazing number that we're really excited about. We're going to continue to track that number as we grow, but overall it's been a huge success. And one thing else I want to point out is it has dual screens here. So as you can see on the front, your customers can actually digitally sign with their finger, which ultimately is going to capture that signature in the cloud. So think about chargebacks. Historically, when your customers dispute a transaction, you're having to fumble to go find that old receipt, send it off to the bank to verify the transaction, to match it up against their other signatures that are on file. Well, now that everything's digital, we can just pull it up right through the cloud, blast it off to the bank, and it makes for a much more seamless process, and ultimately it's going to reduce your chargebacks. So that's a really great feature to have. On the next slide, we're going to talk a little bit more about who we're really targeting. So our business is, we're a full service shop. We work with, really everybody, whether it be B2B, e-commerce, retailers, restaurants. But where this product really works well is for quick service restaurants as well as retailers. So, think wine shops, butchers, anybody that is considered a retailer or in the hospitality business. And, I already touched on the mobility. I mentioned the patio seating. But it's really great if you have a mobile business as well. So think about like trade shows or your food trucks. It's really nice to be able to just take transactions virtually anywhere you have this device in your hand. You can just take orders and run your transactions in real time. In addition to having both Wi-Fi as well as IP or Ethernet, it has Bluetooth capabilities as well. So you can actually take transactions through Bluetooth, and then it's not mentioned here, but actually 3G, so through the cell phone network. So let's say you're at a very crowded venue like a concert hall or something like that, where everybody's sharing a Wi-Fi network. You might be able to actually run your transactions through the cell towers. Either way, you're going to have choices, so whatever's more convenient at the time for you. And then offline mode is probably the most notable feature on this slide. With offline mode, you can actually take transactions without the internet. So let's say, again, you're at that concert hall or venue where everybody's on the Wi-Fi or everybody's fighting for that 3G cell phone service. You can actually take the transactions in offline mode, meaning when your customers are swiping or inserting their cards, what it's doing is through the end-to-end encryption, it's going to securely store their card on file, and then once you regain internet, it's going to actually go ahead and process that transaction. So if they opt for like an email receipt or a text message, it might be a little delayed, but they'll get that later on. So that's a really amazing feature. If you own a retail store to now, you're probably thinking, wow, wouldn't that be nice when we lose internet if we could just go into offline mode? So this really solves a big problem for retailers, QSRs, and other businesses alike. And then finally, historically, you've never been able to actually add inventory just using a traditional credit card terminal. So with this, within seconds, on both the front end as well as the back end, you can actually add all of your different SKUs. So right here, we're showing hundreds of SKUs. We've added in excess of 500 without a hitch. To be honest, I don't know exactly what the number is. I want to say it's infinity, but in a perfect world it'd be infinity, but we like to say, in excess of 500, you're safe. And then, again, you can do it on the go. So you can do that anywhere you have access to the front or back end of the system. So again, we want to drill into, this is a remote control for your business. So think of it as like your command center to where you can really monitor your transactions in real time. You can refund transactions in real time from both the back as well as the front end, which historically has never been, something you're able to do using a traditional credit card terminal. And then where we're really taking things further, and this is going to continue to develop, is the analytics. Everybody wants access to their data and they want access in real time. But once we start getting into analytics, really where the vision is going is that we're going to be able to provide small business owners with big business tools to really help you grow sales, by relying on those data analytics. So everything from new versus repeat customers. So good example would be, I know I've talked a lot about concert halls and venues. Let's think about, just a quick service restaurant that might have the occasional band, or maybe they have bands every weekend, either way. If they want to actually track which band is the most profitable for their business, all they have to do is plug in the name of the band, any amount of money that they're going to spend to have that band, and then we'll automatically track your new versus repeat customers on those dates so that you can look back at a later date and actually see which bands are bringing in the most new customers so you know which ones to book in the future to ultimately drive your revenues, which is going to help you with your bottom line of your business. So moving forward, one thing we really want to drill into today, and this is kind of a whole different part of our SaaS model. Again, SaaS is software as a service. So in addition to payment processing, the smart terminal, which by the way, for a limited time only, is absolutely free for you guys to upgrade. It's about a $500 value. We're doing it absolutely free right now. We can't speak to how long that's going to be in place. But in addition to that, you get what we call our inbound payments support ecosystem, which essentially allows your employees, so think of this, you have a bunch of part-time employees, but you have multiple vendors. You have your internet provider, your point of sale provider, your payment processor, which more than likely is going to be us. Excuse me, your security camera provider as well. What we're able to do is give your employees this free application to where they can at any time FaceTime or SMS text anytime they have technical support needs. So, there's no more fumbling around on the, cell phone or the landline phone in your business trying to physically, trying to explain the problem. Wouldn't it be nice if your tech support could actually see the problem so that they can resolve it quickly? Well, now that they can, they actually are able to do that with our support ecosystem, which we're really excited about, and that's fully supported with the smart terminal. So anybody that upgrades to the smart terminal, you actually get this for free, included in our monthly SaaS fee of $129, which is the inbound pro package, which is the most common package. So finally, I've already mentioned, that right now we're doing this really amazing promotion. We are the only ones in the country who are giving this product away for free currently. We're really eager to get it to market. There's a lot of businesses that could really benefit from this. Not having access to remote data in 2017 is such a huge disadvantage for small to medium-sized businesses, and it doesn't have to be that way anymore. So, we highly encourage you guys to log into our website and sign up for a demo. It's going to take 15 minutes of your time, and 15 minutes of your time could very likely help you to grow your business in 2017. So I really appreciate everybody coming out today. Again, my name is Jon Grayem. I'm the founder and president of Inbound Payments. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to email me personally at GrayemJ, that's GRAYEMJ @inboundpayments.com, or log on to our website at www.inboundpayments.com. Thanks, guys.